So the Rebbe explains through a Moshol that a Moshol is an example of a poor man. That a person sees a poor man and his Rahmanis is aroused, his mercy, and wants to help this poor man, and he puts money in gives money to the poor man. So this is the Maisa of giving money, and it started when he was aroused to Rahmanis on this poor man. If he would not actually give the tzedakah, so there'll be something missing. You have to have this Maisa at the end that comes from the beginning. So that's the beginning is wedged into the end. The edge is wedged into the beginning. The thought of Rahman, the feeling of Rahmanis, the arousal of Rahmanis includes in it giving him tzedakah. And the tzedakah is fulfilling the original feeling of Rahmanis. But, says the Rebbe, there's a higher level. Bringing this from the Rebbe Rashab. There's a higher level is B'soif Maisa Machshevet Tchila, at the end of the Maisa. That's where the original thought was, the thought in the beginning. What's that? In this case of the same Moshol of a poor man, is that the beginning of all of this, the machshava in the beginning was not, I want to fulfill the giving of tzedakah to this poor man. What do you really want? You really want that the poor man is going to accept your money and is going to benefit from it. He's going to get himself something to eat, get himself an apartment, pay his bills, whatever it is. If that doesn't take place, so then the whole thing didn't, if you put money in the cup and he doesn't use it, and he remains hungry, that's not what you wanted. You want him to benefit from it. And the Rebbe points out that this is not in your power. You have the power to put the money in his cup, in his account. You have the money to give him. But you do not have the money, you don't have the power that he should accept. He himself has to accept what you're giving him. Even though that is your machshava tchila, that's what you really want. That's the beginning of everything, is that you want him to benefit. But that's not in your power, that's in his power. And Rabbi Yisrael, if you look in the Maimer, in Melukat Hay, it's explained clearly, and if you learn the Maimer for Dor Hashvii of the same year, it also adds another dimension to it. The Rebbe is telling us what the Rebbe said, Kuntres Beis Nissan, I've done everything that I can do, now it's dependent on you. The Rebbe is telling us, Knesset Yisrael, as the Rebbe explains in the other Maimer. Knesset Yisrael is like the poor man. And the Rebbe, Moshe Rabbeinu, has come and given us an unlimited credit card. An unlimited credit card. But the goal is not to give us what he's given us. The goal is that we should accept it and use it. The Rebbe is saying, I've given you chassidus b'shufi. I've given you brachas in every area. I've given you guidance that you can use to understand how to behave in every situation that you'll encounter. But I've done what I can do. I've given you everything. It's not in your cup. You are like a poor man who's sitting there, and Donald Trump walks by, takes out an unlimited credit card, puts it in his cup. At this moment, the poor man doesn't appreciate what he has. Someone puts up a plastic thing in his cup. What does it help him? He needs money. He doesn't realize what he has. Is he rich or is he poor? In actuality, he's not rich. He has unlimited spending power right now. But in his das is still poor. And as it says, Rebbe brings that en oni el bedas, en osha el bedas. There's nobody who's poor except in his conception. And there's nobody who's rich except in his conception. The Rebbe is saying, I've made you rich, but you're still poor in your conception. The Rebbe is telling us, you have everything you need and more, but you have to accept it. You have to accept it. That's Soif Maisa. What comes after the Maisa of giving is the reception, the receiving by the one who is given to. And that's us, and that is our job for the last 28 years. And it's going on now. We have to accept it and use it, and each one in his own individual way, and help others to realize what we have and what we can do with it, and to take advantage of what the Rebbe has given us in order to fulfill the machshava tchila of the Rebbe, the machshava tchila of the Eibishter, and bring the Gilum Mitzvah Shalom B'Pearl Ma'am Shechiad V'neinu Moreinu V'Rabbeinu Melech HaMashiach Le'elam V'ed.